excited about this video.
Me too. I'm so excited. I'm gonna take a nap on this pillow.
Because a lot of you guys, this is coming from you guys, a lot of you have messaged us on Instagram asking for a pregnancy essentials video because you love the mommy content Ani's been doing, because it's super informative. So we decided to do a pregnancy essentials video, and Ani at first was like, you do it, you're the pregnant one. I'm like, no, you have to do it. You've been pregnant, you've been there, you helped me with a lot of these stuff. Yeah, we have to hold hands all the time, twinsies. So we're gonna go through the list of what we feel is pregnancy essentials,
must-haves.
Yeah, like you need to have these while you're pregnant, because like a lot of other
make your life easier,
and a lot of people's other lists are kind of different. I feel like this is like the stuff that we actually use.
Yes,
like we try the other stuff, we're like, nah,
you can do without it.
Yeah,
because we're all about saving you money.
Woo! Okay, so for the giveaway for this video, stay tuned to the end of the video. We're gonna announce it. It's a super awesome 100% organic line. Okay, let's start. I'm gonna start the list with one of the most kind of common sense ones. Yeah. But it's so common sense, I didn't know this before I got pregnant. Water.
So important, you guys.
You don't understand. If you watched my baby moon vlog, you would see me constantly talking about how I need water or how I'm stopping to drink water. I like told Ani this last week. I'm like, you don't understand when I don't drink at like 3 cups of water in the morning, what my body feels like towards the end of the day. Yeah. Like I feel like heavy, and it's a very weird feeling. I feel like you're more in touch with your body when you're pregnant.
You really are.
And like I feel like every step, and now I get why those those pregnant girls, like they're holding their belly up, like they're walking because they haven't had enough water.
They're dehydrated. When I was on my baby moon, there was one afternoon where I was in so much pain, and I literally thought something had gone wrong, and I like made an emergency call to my doctor. And you know what he told me? He's like, how much water have you had today? And I was like, you know, it's so funny, I haven't had that much water that day, and I'm like such a water person, and literally I drank like 2 full cups of water, put my feet up, and the pain went away. Yeah, that's our doctor's trick. Ani and I have the same OB, and he always says, drink 2 cups of water, put your feet up, and it works. And you think it's silly? It totally works. Totally worked.
But one tip I have to give all the pregnant ladies out there, try to front load on all your water. I realize when I drink water after 7 p.m., it gets me to the bathroom like 75 times at night. Like I wake up at midnight, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock. That's like my schedule. So now I've tried to stop drinking water after 7 p.m. Like do it in the morning, because that's when it really makes a difference.
And that's when you're super active anyway.
Exactly. Belly oil.
So important.
I had no idea about this. Another thing I had no idea about when I got pregnant, and Ani was like, okay, what belly oil are you gonna use? This is serious.
Super serious. Just beware though, some belly oils and some doctors will recommend that you use it after 12 weeks. So basically when you're in your 2nd trimester, because that's when you're starting to grow anyway. The first 3 months you're not even really gonna see a bump, unless it's like a food bump. So start using belly oil after your 2nd trimester.
Exactly. So after the 1st trimester is when you could actually do things like get your hair done, get a prenatal massage, you start using belly oil. Before that, you don't really have a belly. Unless you're me, I had it at like 5 weeks. Okay. So some of my favorites, I actually did a blog post on this, you guys, on modamobofficial.com. You could check it out. I have more on there, but I brought my 3 favorites.
Wow, you really went through these quick.
I know. I take my belly oil really seriously. So initially I was using the bio oil and the Mama Mio, the tummy rub oil.
Those are the 2 that I used when I was pregnant, so I can definitely vouch for those. They are amazing.
Yeah, but then I have really dry skin, and I started seeing like a little line, like little lines forming on the side. I freaked out, and I asked our Instagram followers, and a lot of people actually recommended the Clarins tonic body treatment oil, and as you could see, I was a huge fan.
Clearly, she just got this.
I got this on my baby moon, you guys, and it's already done, which is kind of messed up because it's super expensive. But it smells amazing, and it's 100% pure plant extract. It smells really good.
So good.
And knock on wood, I've had a growth spur in the last month, and I haven't seen anything. Like the red marks, like they disappeared. So now what I do is I use this, and for the nighttime because it's super expensive. Well, I used to use this, and for daytime, and then nighttime I use these two. The reason I stay away from using this in the daytime is I noticed it was ruining my clothes because I put a lot on, and when I put a lot on, it's like kind of like streaky, like giving me oil streaks.
Yeah.
This one, it stays on your skin and it moisturizes your skin, but it doesn't get your skin oily. So I highly recommend this. But belly oil is a must-have after your first trimester, you guys.
Yes.
Next up, I'm gonna take my shoes off.
Pillow?
The sneakers. You guys don't understand how important it is to wear sneakers while you're pregnant.
Learn from my mistake. I actually wore sandals because I was mostly heavily pregnant in the really hot months, and my feet grew half a size to a full size, and now some of my favorite designer shoes don't fit me anymore.
And I feel like
when you keep your feet small, tight, and the same size.
When you don't wear sneakers, you get more swollen. Like I have a tendency of swelling up just in general, and knock on wood, I haven't been swollen because I've been literally in my sneakers. Even when I was on vacation, I was in my sneakers all the time, except like nighttime, but like I'm always in my sneakers, and my feet haven't grown yet, and they're not swollen when I wake up in the morning and I put my feet in my shoes. It's like normal.
I wish I wore sneakers more often during my pregnancy.
I know, she told me you're smart for doing that. In my next pregnancy, I'm definitely going to be wearing
sneakers. I'm
going to
live in sneakers 24. I'm going to wear sneakers to bed.
That's what I've basically been doing. Next up, a friend who's been there.
No, we're not going to address the pillow?
No, that's the last on the list. I want you to look like Marshmallow Man till the end. It's super, super important to either have a friend that's been there or make friends that have been there. You might be the first one in your friend group that is pregnant. It really is effective to not make new friends, but kind of like make a new friend that's been there, because
if you don't have friends who are pregnant, there's a lot of really great Facebook forums
exactly
too. Yeah,
because you guys don't understand how many questions you're gonna have, and you don't want to be the crazy person calling your doctor every single day.
Yeah,
like you guys don't understand how many times I've been like, oh, my side hurts. Ani's like, oh, that's Braxton Hicks. Oh, this is like this. Oh, you need water. Oh, I got a nosebleed. I was like freaking out. Oh my god, I got a nosebleed.
Oh, yeah, I got them too. It's totally normal.
Like gushing. I sent her a picture with like blood all over my face. She's like, oh, it's normal. And like after she says it's normal, it kind of calms me down, and then I Google it and it's normal. But like, you know, you don't want Google to be your first step. So it's really, really beneficial to have a friend that's been through it, so they could kind of like talk you through the whole process,
because everything is scary when you're pregnant.
It is, because you don't know the things you're feeling. Like it gets hard here for 1 second and you're like, why is it hard? What's going on here? You know, and those are all normal things, but I wouldn't know if I didn't have a friend that had been there to calm me down and be like, it's fine. So my doctor's always like, do you have any questions for me? I'm like, nope, all's good. And he looks at me and goes, wow, you're so calm. I'm like, thank you.
Sure, she is. Yeah, she freaks out about everything. But again, if you don't have a friend that's pregnant, you're the first one. There's so many great like mommy forums and groups that you can join on Facebook.
Or you can message us.
Or you can message us directly. We love getting messages.
Yes, we love it. Send us DMs. Slide into our DMs on our Modamob Instagram, you guys. We get back to everyone.
Yes.
Next up, the belly band.
Pillow.
No, the belly band. So a lot of people use the belly band and a lot of people don't use the belly band.
I used it.
I've been using it as well, because what I noticed was happening to me is, which was freaking me out, was every time I would be sitting, and like we sit a lot like when we're working, I would get up and I would get like this crazy pain like in my lower abdomen, and I feel like once I started using the belly band, that pain kind of like went away and it's like kind of sticks together. I feel like it's more beneficial for people that are carrying a little lower than when they're carrying really high.
I feel like there's two uses for a belly band. One, I feel like the tightness really does kind of like help make you feel like you're in control of your belly. Another thing that is beneficial for the belly band is that if your pants are not going to fit you as soon as your second trimester comes in.
My pants haven't fit me since the first trimester.
You can use these belly bands to kind of like gap the bridge between where your pants don't fit you anymore and your top. So having a belly band, I feel like, has a few different benefits to it, and it's just something that's really helpful to have, because it's just that it helps with the heaviness. It helps, like, you can keep wearing your pants. You don't have to get maternity pants. There's multiple uses for it, so I think it's a good investment.
Yeah, I agree. When I got pregnant, Ani immediately brought this over to me. She went to pee in the pod, and she's like, here you go. You are gonna thank me for these.
These, okay. Listen, I have a biased opinion about Pee in the Pod. I think that they have the best maternity leggings. I really think that it's worth the $40 investment. I know it sounds expensive for leggings. I've tried other brands. These are so amazing. You guys, I still wear them on flights. I'm not pregnant anymore. They're so comfortable and such good material.
So they're black leggings, and it's kind of like you don't need to wear your belly band when you have this on because it keeps like everything secure.
It has a stretchy top.
I have not worn pants ever since I got pregnant, and literally these are the only pants that I've been wearing if I have like a flight to catch, or if I'm home, if I'm gonna work out. Like these or have been what I've been living in. I haven't been wearing jeans because it's hot, it's summer. I'm out. It's more comfortable to be in a dress than it is pants. But these are definitely super, super comfy because you don't feel like
so comfortable.
You don't feel like you're wearing pants.
Definitely,
you know what I mean?
Get yourself a pair of maternity leggings. If that's the only maternity item you buy, that's totally fine. Get one pair of leggings.
Another thing Ani brought over the minute she found out I was pregnant.
Prego Pops.
Is it Preggy Pop Drops?
Preggy Pop Drops.
So this is all for all the ladies that are gonna have nausea in the first trimester. I was not super nauseous, but I was nauseous.
Yeah, you were.
I wasn't like nauseous to the point I was throwing up like some of the other ladies out there. But I was just like constantly nauseous.
Morning sickness, it comes with pregnancy.
Yeah, and this definitely helped, and I don't understand why it helped.
It's natural, it's drug-free, it's doctor recommended.
We'll leave a link in the description. We'll leave a link for
this. I don't know why it works.
It just does. It's just really high in sugar.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it is.
I literally got Nora
this is my second, no, this is my third box actually.
I got Nora this and a 6-pack of ginger ale because that helped too. And it's good to just kind of like throw a few of these in your bag, and you just never know. It's just because it's called morning sickness doesn't mean it only happens in the morning.
Yeah.
Some people have nausea all day long.
I had it all day.
To just have a few of these drops just kind of like in your purse and you feel nauseous, you just, you know, chew on one, suck on one, and it really does make you feel better, like instantly.
It does. Like, it's crazy. I had it in my car, I had it in my purse, I had it everywhere, and it really does help. So I definitely recommend getting these when you get pregnant. And honestly, it's like, it tastes good. It's like candy. Even if you don't get morning sickness, just get it.
And
pregnancy apps.
I'm just gonna hang on to this pillow.
Okay.
Wait for it to come.
So there's so many different apps and websites out there for people that are that get pregnant. I downloaded What to Expect app. I know this is the one you use.
Yes, I really liked the What to Expect app because every time I felt some kind of like shooting pain or something happen, I would go on there and then it would be like, what to expect this week? Pain in your lower left. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's almost like it read my mind for a lot of my symptoms. So it worked really well for me as far as like kind of like easing my nerves a little bit for like unexpected things. But I have the same complaint that you have, which is their vegetables or whatever it is.
So I take my vegetables very seriously.
And when we say vegetables, it's like every week it's like your baby's the size of an avocado. But on What to Expect, it's like 1 week your baby's the size of a pineapple, the next week it's the size of like a walnut. And you're like, what? How'd it go from there?
So the What to Expect app is, it gives you kind of like a breakdown of every week, like your baby is as big as a blank.
Yeah.
So mine is supposed to be as big as a cucumber, but last week it was something that was bigger. So it's never accurate, and that really bothers me because like I look forward to Saturday mornings because that's my day where my week changes. Like I wake up in the morning all excited. I'm like, what vegetable am I today? And I look at it and I'm like, wait, my baby got shorter?
As far as vegetables go. But everything else I think it's very informative.
The app I personally like and I've been using is the Bump app. Their measurements are definitely more accurate and they do the same thing. Honestly, like I have this app and that app and I go back and forth, and the description that they give, like what you're gonna feel this week is basically the same thing. But like my baby's a lettuce, That sounds more accurate.
Yeah, than a cucumber.
Than a cucumber.
It's just getting, you know, there's different apps for every personality, every part of your pregnancy, and just having these on hand, again, is going to ease your nerves. If you feel something and you're like, whoa, that was new, or like, why am I feeling this way?
Or
like,
personally, I like it because it tells you, like, the development of your baby every week.
It's
so
cute.
like my baby this week is practicing inhaling and exhaling with his or her rapidly developing lungs.
And I feel like that helps you connect with your baby more.
Of course. So I'm like, oh, like a few weeks ago, it's like, oh, your baby could hear your dog if you have a dog. I'm like, oh. So I would make my dog like come by me and like bark. She loves to bark. But it's like, yeah, it is a way for you to connect with your baby because you're like, oh, it's like, it's a human, you know, it's turning into a human. Oh, she could see now. She could hear now. Yeah. And so like, I love like tracking the development of the baby with these apps.
Yeah, definitely get yourself a few apps because it's really gonna, it's just gonna make
I'm like emotional. Like hot mess right now.
It helps in every way. Pregnancy
Last
pillow.
but not least, Ani's pregnancy pillow. She's super excited about.
Okay, I have a love-hate relationship with this pillow. Some days I wanted it because I just needed that support. Because you know you can't sleep on your back after a certain
after 24 or 26 weeks.
Yes, you can't sleep on your back. You can only sleep on your sides, and you just need that support. It's so heavy. It was so heavy going from one side to another. So some days I really loved it, and some days I was like, this thing is so big, get it off my bed.
So I brought this one to show you guys the one I don't like.
This is the same one I don't like.
It's the Leech Co. And I bought it on Amazon, and it had all like really high reviews. So I was like, oh, let me get this one. It literally 3 days into it, I don't even think I lasted 3 days, like 2 days into it, I was so annoyed in the middle of the night. I just threw it off my bed. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. The problem is it's one-sided. So you're sleeping on this side. My right hip starts hurting. I want to move. I have to move my sheets, move the entire pillow to the other side so I could sleep again. So it was like causing me more anxiety than like making my life easier. I ended up buying
so you guys can see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Hi.
I ended up buying a U-shaped one. So basically it's like the pillow right here and it just goes down, and
I'll leave links for these,
and I'll show you guys a picture right now. So that way when I'm like, it's big, but it's still like if I'm sleeping on my right, I'm sleeping on my right. I put it underneath my legs, I'm good. I could turn to my left, so it's like I have control, and I'm not waking up every single second trying to like figure out my pillow, you know. And I honestly, I love that pillow so much. I'm like, how am I gonna let go of this when I get pregnant? Because I love having things in between my thighs, like sheets or something, like wrapping it up.
What I ended up doing towards the end, because I ended up getting so frustrated with this specific one too, is that I just got extra pillows and I had one on each side, so whenever I turned I was there. I didn't discover the U-shaped one, but I'm going to do that for my next one.
Yeah, I'll give you my U-shaped one. Maybe I'll use my U-shaped one until you get pregnant again.
And then you'll hand it over to me.
And I'll give it to you. I'll like, tag, you're it. Alright, you guys, I hope you found this video beneficial. This has literally been Ani's and my like go-to
for sure
during pregnancy. And for the giveaway, we're gonna be giving away the 100% pure brand. You guys know how much we love this brand, and we're gonna be giving away the all natural mascara.
Oh,
yay!
It's actually a really good mascara.
It is. So make sure you're subscribed to our channel and leave comments below. Let us know if you're pregnant currently and you have any questions, or if
suggestions for other videos.
Exactly. If you want to see any other videos, and we'll see you next time. Love you.